Welcome to Wisdom for Your Day. Get ready for knowledge from real people with life lessons you can apply to your journey today. Take a look at Sofia Vergara. For years, she was the highest paid actress on television. The world knows her as a glamorous celebrity, a comedic icon, and a permanent fixture on the Hollywood A-list. That polished surface hides a much heavier reality. Behind the red carpets and the punchlines is a story defined by profound personal trauma, sudden displacement to a new country, and an intense fight for survival. Her global success follows a progression of 15 specific skills, divided into 3 evolutionary stages: emotional intelligence, social emotional learning, and leadership. Constructing a monumental external empire requires an unshakable internal foundation. Here is exactly how she did it. The first pillar is emotional intelligence, or EQ. Before Vergara could conquer the business world, she had to conquer her own internal chaos. That chaos began with profound tragedy. Following the murder of her brother in Colombia, she had to rigidly compartmentalize her grief to keep providing for her family. At the same time, she was balancing the intense pressure of a burgeoning career with the heavy, often guilt-ridden reality of raising her son entirely as a single mother. Moving to the United States added a severe layer of cultural displacement. She had to navigate an entirely new social ecosystem, constantly recalibrating her behavior to understand foreign social cues while desperately trying to stay anchored to her roots. Inside that new country, she faced a deeply entrenched mold. She was constantly typecast because of her accent. Instead of lashing out, she regulated her frustration, choosing to poke fun at the stereotype to keep doors open. All the while, she developed a thick skin to protect her mental health from relentless tabloid scrutiny. She didn't let the pressure crush her. Mastering these 5 internal, emotional landscapes became the mandatory prerequisite for her survival. With her internal regulation secured, she moved to the second pillar, social emotional learning, or SEL. She converted her private battles into public, relational tools. It started with radical self-acceptance. Industry executives wanted her to neutralize her accent to fit the standard American mold. She refused. By embracing exactly who she was, she forced the entertainment industry to realize that her authenticity was a highly lucrative commercial asset. She then used that leverage for strategic networking. She knew that being a hired actor leaves you vulnerable, so she co-founded Latin World Entertainment, shifting her identity from a piece of talent waiting for a callback into a business partner creating the deals. That momentum was tested by a thyroid cancer diagnosis, but her resilience held tight. She focused on recovery and pushed back into her career with an aggressive growth mindset. She refused to plateau, jumping from dentistry student to model to sitcom star to dramatic actress. As her influence grew, so did her empathy-driven philanthropy. She committed to uplifting women in business and investing back into her Colombian community. She understood that maintaining long-term power requires empowering the people around you. Social emotional learning acts as the bridge that translates personal authenticity into professional leverage. That leverage built the final pillar, leadership. This is where she weaponized her EQ and SEL to construct a tangible, massive empire. She mastered cross-sector versatility and brand stewardship. She didn't wait for a studio to hand her a platform. She designed her own clothing lines, her own fragrances, and produced her own gritty, dramatic projects like Griselda, proving she could control her own narrative far outside the comedic space. She capitalized entirely on her unique value proposition. Every trait Hollywood initially viewed as a barrier, her background, her look, her accent, was officially converted into an irreplaceable, highly profitable asset. Backing all of this is a relentless capitalist work ethic. She operates by leading from the front, working harder than anyone in the room, and proving that her position at the top is the result of disciplined effort, not a lucky break. Finally, she protects that effort through strict investment and financial literacy. Saving and investing take priority over spending, because financial independence is the ultimate vehicle for securing true autonomy. True leadership requires architecting your own ecosystem. It proves you have the power to design your environment rather than exist as a byproduct of it. The Vergara Methodology shows that success happens when unshakable internal resilience connects to an aggressive external strategy. So look at your own life. Stop viewing your unique background, your perceived flaws, or your specific skill sets as barriers. Embrace your own accent. It is your greatest, most irreplaceable asset. In Fresno, look at Sabiduría para tu día. Make the shift from a service provider to an ecosystem builder. You too can apply the life lessons to your life today. Become a champion of change and be the change you want to see. This has been Wisdom for Your Day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. For more, visit us on YouTube by the same name.